Hi, I'm back. How are you? It's been a long time. I have so many new people and new subscribers, new people that I'm speaking to and connecting to energetically. And it's so exciting. And thank you for, hanging in there while I took my little momcation. Or I don't know what I did. I just decided that I needed a break from camera stuff, and I'm not using any fancy lighting. I just have the office open, the door open, but it was taking a lot of energy and thought to set up my videos and, get dressed and put on eyeliner and just powder, and I would get hot, and I realized that I was getting more anxiety being on camera doing this than any other time in my life when I've been in entertainment. I do commercials and modeling and acting, and I never get nervous before I have to go on camera. I just go in and do my job. But with this, because I'm out of the closet and putting a face to a message, where I've been kind of doing this behind the scenes for a very long time, it was like I was really feeling vulnerable, and I would start putting myself on camera to do a monthly forecast, and I would get nervous, and also feeling like just more vulnerable being pregnant. The more pregnant I got, the more I was like, no, I just want to go eat a Snickers or whatever, just kind of relax. And I got really tired and, just didn't have the energy to do it. I wanted to keep all my energy, didn't want to give any away. But she's sleeping now. She takes regular naps, and I feel back to my old self, and I have a lot of energy and a lot of good stuff going on, and I can't wait to reconnect. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about myself. I want to get right into the July readings. I have some new subscribers as a result of my Doreen Virtue shenanigans. Ooh, I made some people mad. People love them some Doreen, and they didn't even watch the whole video before accusing me of just being just a negative Nancy about Doreen Virtue, and that actually is the opposite of what I was doing. It was more about it was like a self-check, because at first I had all of these opinions about what she was doing with her fairyology course, and then I connected with my higher self about it pretty much on camera and came to a realization that everything that she was doing was divinely guided, and that there is ultimately no judgment to be made. There's nothing to be gained from judging her for connecting people to what brought them joy and peace, and where their curiosity in regards to things spiritual led them. So if you watch the whole video, people, then you would get that, but a lot of people didn't, and I understand it. I sometimes just skim through things, so all is forgiven. I almost went into a Wendy Williams thing there. Oh, let's forgive it. Hi, Zora. Hi, Zora. All right, so I don't do astrology readings. I might mention some things about the signs and the moon and all that stuff, because I believe in the influences, but I'm not going to tell you, you're Libra, you're a Scorpio, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen to you this month, because that doesn't work. I mean, try it. Try getting really behind any reader on YouTube, that reads based on sun sign, and they might say, oh, go read or listen to your rising sign or your moon sign if this doesn't make sense. No, because who has the time every month to listen to 3 different signs? No, you don't have the time for that. Not only that, but it is, what I choose to do, what I seek to do, is to bring in divine guidance that goes beyond the astrology signs. Because, for example, I'm a Scorpio, and I consider myself, to be one of these Scorpios that really does, I have evolved. I feel that I don't fit with a lot of people's definitions of what Scorpios are, because the Scorpios that create definitions in people's minds are the infamous ones. Usually, you know, they have stung you, or they give in to a lot of lower impulses all the time, or they're, you know, I want to say, oh, I can sting. Oh, I can. But it's not something that is it's not at the level of impulse. I want to say I do some controlled destruction in my life. And I do transform myself and others. I know I'm a catalyst, but I'm not going to be fitting into that Scorpio stereotype. So, it just seems that it always happens that I might kind of tune into a YouTube, reader that will kind of give me a feeling like I'm being understood, and then have that rug pulled out from under me. And it's just simply not really possible to give a very specific reading like that. So I feel like what I do here connects to the people that are drawn to me. I am a Reiki energy healer. I do intuitive readings often, but I also do energy healings often. I channel Reiki, Karuna Reiki, integrated energy therapy, and, you know, just, you know, I matrix energetics. I love doing that. I love, you know, a kind of trance channeling, angelic channeling. So these are things that I do regularly. And if you connect with me, then you will connect with the guidance that comes through me. That's how I see that. That's how I feel. And it's not necessarily connecting with me, Celeste, although my personality might attract you. It is connecting with the energies that I regularly channel that will speak to you through me. Okay? So those of you that are new, that's just a little bit of a thing about what goes on here. Okay? So I'll draw maybe 5 or 6 cards for the month of July, and I'll let you know what we are working with this month and any guidance that I get. Okay? Just give me a moment. July, July, July. Okay. Ooh, we got 2. Okay. 3. 4. Okay. We've got about 6. First up, we have the 6 of Cups. This card, okay, the first message that I'm getting with this is swimming, because it's watery, and just looking at it, it's almost like your eyes get unfocused. Like, I don't know where to go, what's going on, and I feel like I'm in water. So if you get a chance to go swimming, take it. Take it. Enjoy childlike activities this month, especially the first part of the month, which, you know, makes sense. We have the 4th of July. This card is generally associated with the past and memories, nostalgia, and just wistfulness. It is still a highly creative card, though, because what you remember, I mean, that's what shapes your reality. So, you know, for all of my, you know, whether you're a student of mine, or someone who just sees themselves as a creator of their reality, this is a good month to pick out positive memories from your past, from your childhood, and focus in on those and create from there. So be a little bit choosy about what you recall and what you remember. Whether that's a person, like if you meet a person or run into a person like an ex or an old friend, and, you know, it's either like you can remember things about them that made you like, or you can remember things about them that made you say, yeah, they're, you know, a wonderful influence on my life, or they used to make me laugh so hard, or Or you can be like, I remember you picked your nose in the car that one time and I was grossed. Like, just try to understand that there's going to be waves of emotion attached to the memories that you have this month. And emotional energy is very creative. So be specific and be choosy, right? Feed the good wolf, that 2-wolf story, it depends on which one you feed, which one wins. But definitely try to surround yourself with water and play and children, fanciful things, fanciful activities. And that will definitely give you fuel for the month of July, and it's summer, right? So this next card, 2 of Swords. I do get more of the energy of peace with this card than tension. And that it's not a time to try to communicate your position with others that you are butting heads with, or where there is any tension with you and another person. You might have things to say. You might have a perspective, and you might feel like it's something that you want to be heard, but the forces will not be with you as strongly this month in being understood. So check your motivation. If you feel the need to tell someone your perspective or your side of things, or argue, do one of these first and say, is the timing really right here? And am I motivated by the energy of peace, or am I motivated by, some energy of confrontation? I don't feel like it's the right time to try to get your point across, but it is the right time to do you. It will be the right time to be self-possessed, and you do have some protection, so it is a good time to remove your focus from people and situations excuse me, that you cannot control, where it's like their will against your will. It's not about who's right in taking sides. It is about having peace and cultivating that peace however you can, and getting done what you need to get done. It's not like peace at any price, but it is understanding that it's better to just lighten up and just back off right now. Just do you, let that person do them, and that is also the way you're going to stay protected, because the energy for the next part of the month is this, or I feel like this is still early. So we have some negative influences. That's just what this card is all about, the devil. Now, sometimes I just see this card and oh, you crazy half goat with your tits hanging out, you silly man. But, and it feels like playful and fun, and just like, get out there and, like go clubbing or something. This is not what I'm getting. I'm getting an energy of dark desires, just desires that are not going to be, well, I want to say they're a little bit impure. You're overly attached. Whatever you are overly attached to, whatever another person in your surroundings are overly attached to, and you could be overly attached to something positive. You can be overly attached to, getting in shape, or, success, or, your children, right? It's about the energy of attachment that's going to be running rampant. It's not a good time to assert your will and your ego this month, because it won't be as easy for you to align your will with higher will. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's better to say that is your will, instead of saying, I want that thing, or I want that person. It's going to be better and more beneficial to just ask instead for your will to be aligned with divine will in each and every moment, so that you can just sort of like just leapfrog over some of this energy that is going to be, it kind of reminds me of, I live in Burbank, California, and sometimes it gets really hot. Last weekend, it got to be like in Santa Clarita, which I was going to go there to some swim park and like take my baby and meet some other families. It was 110, but it was like 100 in my neighborhood. And for the next couple of days, I noticed the effect that the heat had on our temperament. And I would be like, I just want to do this, and other people, I just want to do that. And I just don't have time for anything that is the slightest bit challenging. I just need this. And I would project that onto my, if I'm missing something, I lost it, I want that thing, or I just want this for dinner, or why can't we just go here, or why can't this traffic just like be non-existent? So there's a sense of when the temperatures rise, the desires within you rise and your ego rises and it becomes stronger, and it definitely will not have an easy time tempering itself this month. So just go easy on the things that you like. Enjoy yourself and have fun, but do not get overly attached to, if you're single out there, I'm getting a strong message of single people. Do not get obsessed with having a summer love. Like, back off, don't listen to too much Justin Timberlake and get too focused on, your story needs to be awesome right now. And if your love story is not awesome right now, then you're just going to make it awesome. Just don't. Just, detach yourself from the news and positions and stuff like that. Enjoy yourself, but go easy. And this makes sense. The next card we have, Ace of Swords, Purification. It's going to be a good month to purify your desires. If you want to achieve victory, if you want what you want, it's okay to want what you want, but the way to get there is going to be through, the way to victory is going to be through purifying yourself, your motives, finding, and I get to find alignment with that which you desire. It is going to be not desiring it. You're not in alignment with what you desire if you still want it so bad. So, I also feel like it'll be too hard to look at the things that you want and not want them really, really bad and really sweat them. So instead, I get sweat, purify, right? Get clean your blood, detox, breathe, find some fresh air, really get honest with your true motives. And if you can't figure what they are, ask for some help, because help will come. Help will come when you're asking for the freedom of desire, for the purification, for the clarity, for the direction, for the understanding that requires some humility and accuracy and perception. Yeah, so that's a huge, this is an amazing, wonderful card. It's the card of freedom, of victory. Just an aside, an example, I'm a commercial actor, and I was put on a veil for a commercial recently, for a pretty big one, and I didn't get it. I've been put on a veil for a lot of commercials and not gotten them, and I always felt disappointed. And this was the first time that I did not feel any kind of change in okay, well, I guess I'm just going to do this that day. And I, have a wonderful little baby to spend a lot of time with. So I guess I'm going to do that. And I realized, wow, wait, I'm free. I'm finally free from the attachment that I used to have to having that go my way. When you're put on a veil, it means that it's between you and someone else. And I think for this one, it was either going to be a girl or a guy. And if it was the girl, it was going to be me. If it was a guy, they were going to go with guy. Who's going to not be me. So they chose the guy. I didn't ruminate on it or marinate. I just like immediately chose freedom. And through the knowledge that it was not going to be me working that day, I was able to make other plans, and a lot of other cool things came in for me to do. So that is freedom. And I finally reached a place of victory to where I feel like I am in vibrational alignment to getting these commercials more regularly. And it's really good money. Because I don't really need it or want it that badly. It's kind of like a thing that, just like a client for healing comes to me. If they choose to not do the healing or go with someone else, I don't sweat them. It's like, oh, okay, God bless. Hashtag bless. It's fine. Okay, so the next, and just to add on to that, because I have that attitude, I don't have attachments in that respect to having success as a healer or a reader. It's always coming. It's always there. I never have a block. I have to say, I need a break. I never get a break because it's always flowing to me because I expect it to. And I don't have an attachment to it. The next card we have is the Emperor. This is a great card. It's the divine masculine, right? So it is leadership. I get an energy of really having the divine masculine on your side to tackle your life with the expert authority. Expert authority can be like someone who can tell you exactly what to do right now. But I feel like this is not going to be an outside person coming and saying, it can be, of course, it can be someone's father. It can be someone's, accountant. But I get the energy of being a real leader in your own life and having exactly, doing the right thing at the right time to direct yourself and your goals. It does speak of a kind of groundedness that is incredibly masculine, but it has come at a price, it's almost like I know what my needs are and I know how to satisfy them, but the reason I know that is because I've not had them satisfied before and I've been without something. I've been without something that I need. So no more of that. I'm going to make sure I have everything set up and everything that I need. I get a very good money energy with this card. Very good. And it's not necessarily because, you have had a windfall of money, as much as you are doing the thing to get you in the place that you want to be. And there is no better force in your life right now better than you. That's wonderful. It's like, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman or you're 13 or you're 39 or it's about your power. You have the power. Don't pay anyone else to, don't sign up for B school right now because it's within you. You know what you need to do. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a good idea to have some kind of help or assistance or a leader or a director, but this is very reminiscent of like a wave of focused energy that just envelops you and can really direct you and guide you. So that's wonderful. Our last card is the 8 of Cups for the month of July. And I do feel like some of you might be just exhausted by the end of the month, This doesn't feel like an exhaustion that is, it doesn't feel bad. It feels a little bit like a rest is needed. Tide going out. Tide needs to go out. You need to let go. And that letting go might feel like you don't want anything. You don't, care. And it feels like a little bit of an abandonment of everything within you that had, like that missed this person so much, or really wanted this so much. After you have that purification, and after you direct your energies appropriately, it's time to let go. That's the last and final step. It's time to release it and know that you have done enough. You are enough. You've, created, and now it's time to let go. And for some of you, this might be a kind of walking away, but I don't get this sad energy. I want to draw a clarification card for this. Okay. So, I don't get this sad energy, because maybe it's not for me, but for some of you out there, it will be like, you know what, it hurts to have to do this, but I'm going to have to go. And that is the highest divine guidance. That is your inner dude. I tell some of my female clients who are looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend, I tell a lot of my clients that they need to find their inner man, give themselves that advice that they wish they had from a partner that isn't in their lives, or a father that isn't in their lives. This energy will be like, I'm not messing around with anyone who is stuck where I'm really not stuck. Not to be a jerk, but you might have to really kind of let someone down. And this is a false heartbreak. This is a sad card because it does it hurts a little. It's like, ow. But it's temporary, and it's not supposed to be fixed by the person who's doing the hurting anyway. So it's almost like, well, okay, I'm sorry I hurt you if you need me to say I'm sorry, and I'll say that because I know it's like the right thing to do, but it's not my fault. Like, it's something that happened. What's best for me is best for you. So I did what's best for me, and if that's hurting you, it's not my problem. Don't accept shame when someone's like, you hurt me. Okay, you were hurt, and I empathize, and I'm sorry that that you're not feeling good. But to say that I am the cause, especially when I know that what I did was for my highest good and best interest, and I know it was because I know things. Yeah, I'm not going to have it. And I might have to just take a little break from you. But the letting go and this kind of taking a break from someone and this kind of leaving, it's not because you're thinking, oh, you suck, I have to end this, we're done. It's not so final. It's just almost like, yeah, I'm going to go over here and do this because you're on this trip, and I can't even vibrate to that right now. I can't even get on that train with you. So it's not personal. It's just, it's a light kind of, I'm going to go over here. Okay. Anyone who does have to walk away from anything heavy this month, if I'm talking to someone who's like, yeah, but I'm getting a divorce, it's like, okay, but you can still do that without it actually feeling like a resistant path. You don't have to do that. It can be path of least resistance. If you do end up having to end a big thing, it is path of least resistance. So that's how you'll know that you are doing the right thing for you. Okay, I really hope that these messages are and will be beneficial. Feel free to check back later on in the month and, see if they were, and, just check back for the later part of the month. So yeah, that's it. There'll be a link down below for my website if you would like a more personal reading or energy healing. And otherwise, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and I welcome your comments, and I love you all. Have a wonderful month of July. Thank you. Oh, stay tuned for a little, visit from my baby. Oh my gosh. Hi, this is Ruby. She's pulling on my hair. She's lovely though. And I love her, love her, love her, love her, love her so much. And yeah, she was born in December. And she's, I don't know what else to say about her. She's just a lot of fun, very curious baby, loves to laugh and smile and giggle and play. She loves her jumperoo. She's wearing kind of a strange, like, Great Depression outfit. Her dad dressed her today. Yeah, I don't bring her in here a lot because there's a lot of, like, sharp crystals and things, but can you smile? Ow! See, she pulls my hair. It hurts. That's why, yeah, my hair is not done, so please forgive, right? It's just a mess because, you know what I mean? I just try to, like, not mess with it as much as possible and put it up for the most part. I, like, barely wear my hair done anymore because she just rips it out. And I think it's time for, like, titty milk, probably, and then a nap. Yeah. Gonna get. Are you gonna show me your teeth? Are you gonna show me your teeth? No. Okay, y'all. This is Ruby, and have a great July.